Hansel and Gretel, also known as Fratele mu Romanian for my brother, and Sora mi my sister, are two unnamed Romanian twin assassins. They were hired by Ronaper's Italian gang leader Verrocchio to assassinate the rival gang leaders, including Balulka of Hotel Moscow and Mr. Chang. The twins were born in Romania and grew up in a state-run orphanage in Romania. After the death of Nicolae Ceausescu and the downfall of his communist regime, a large number of orphans, including the twins, fell into the hands of the Romanian mob. Under the control of mob groups that used them as sex slaves, Hansel and Gretel are forced to participate in pedophiliac snuff films, in which they are either to murder other children or be raped. Such horrific incidents and witnessing continual beatings of other children turn them into sadistic, fierce, cunning, and deranged killers. They have a firm belief that their lifespans are extended by killing others. This belief probably derives from the fact that they had to kill other children to avoid beatings in their orphanage years. Unknown to most people, Hansel and Gretel are actually two personalities alternately adopted by the two children, both of whom suffer from dissociative identity disorder, meaning they swap their identities as Hansel and Gretel with each other. From time to time these were their stage names in the films as confirmed by Balulka. This appears to be indicated through the swapping of clothes and a wig. There are slight implications that they are incestuous, possibly due to the abuse they suffered. The twins have a tendency to express this most intensely during charged situations, such as murders or narrow escapes. Among other things, they have been shown kissing, reciting romantic quotes, and stripping together. The twins consist of one being male, and the other being female as seen in the Omak of Lagoon. In combat, Hansel wields a sharp, wicked-looking battle axe, while Gretel uses a M1918 Browning automatic rifle that appears to be taller than she is. Both also carry additional sidearms. While they were mentally deranged, Hansel and Gretel were also cunning, having used one of the local orphans as a decoy to distract the bounty hunters and using money to distract Ida. They were also not above using their innocent appearance to deceive their enemies. As revenge for killing Balulka's men, Balulka used herself to lure Hansel into one of Ronaper's parks, where he is shot from a distance, by one of her snipers in the leg and the arm. Unsatisfied, Balulka decides to not torture him but to watch him bleed to death, and witness him crying in his final moments, much to Boris' displeasure and the discomfort of several of her other men. Meanwhile, Gretel manages to escape and eventually boards the Black Lagoon of her own volition. On the ship, she and Rock bond, and his kindness prompts her to open up and reveal her and Hansel's horrific backstory, as well as their twisted belief system, and that Gretel is Hansel wearing a wig. Rock, completely distraught by hearing this, desperately hugs Gretel/Hansel, who seems genuinely shocked at experiencing the honest affection of another human being. As Rock hugs her and tries to change her view of the world, Gretel momentarily looks affected by his earnestness, and becomes saddened that she upset him. Attempting to cheer him up, she shows him her genitals. Now completely horrified, Rock leaves the cabin, and Revi, thinking the girl was simply messing with Rock, punches her in the face. This infuriates Gretel and brings her fierce and sadistic front back up, and she taunts Revi about how they are the same. However, she remains affected by Rock's kindness and takes a genuine liking to him. The two arrange to meet up and have a picnic at some point in the future. However, just as Gretel disembarks, she is gunned down by Ilroy, the getaway man Dutch contacted, who was bribed by Hotel Moscow. While Rock is initially horrified at her death, he expresses relief that Gretel and her brother are now at peace. After she had died, Dutch suggested that they bring something to cover her up. However, Rock quickly refused, saying that it would be better if she had died looking up at the sky.